Here's a story that I've never told before. It's about a near-death experience I had in the city back when I was traveling everywhere and smoking K2 with my partner in crime, my cousin. Like I said in previous stories, but I'll catch you up to date if you're just tuning in now. I used to travel all over the city areas, probably from about 19 to 21. This was back when K2 was legal. I used to travel all around to the convenience stores, and we used to buy bags of K2, and we'd hang out and just smoke with random people. It was really cheap, and boy, man, I was just having like freaky trips every fucking day. Well, people would just freak out on the shit. Like, there's this one dude, he just started like fucking like tweaking out, man. Me and my cousin Matt just stopped, and we handed him the joint of K2, and he just started like freaking out and ripping all of his clothes off, and he started rolling around in the bus stop. I'm like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you? Get him off me! Get him off me! Get what off you? The dogs are all over me. They're all over me. Get him off me. And then he got right up and he ran right in front of the freaking bus. He went splattering everywhere. And I told my cousin, come on, dude, we gotta go. Let's get the fuck out of here. My cousin just started giggling that fucking butthead laugh. He was really fucked up, man. My cousin was. He just wasn't all there pretty much. He didn't always seem to know what was going on around him. And he always just chuckled at everything. He always just chuckled that fucking butthead laugh at everything. And he didn't feel pain like me and you did. He doesn't feel pain. He can't really fight or defend himself. But I have never seen anybody take so many ass kickings and just literally laugh. He would laugh every time he got an ass kicking. And I've seen him get beat up over 100 times. And there's positions where I tried to help, and yeah, I went down with him. I would always just pick him up and say, come on, man, we gotta keep going. And we were always tripping. But one day, this is a particular experience. One day we were smoking on this park bench, and I don't know what happened, man. I just started like having started shaking. I just couldn't stop shaking. I was just sitting here in Schenectady smoking a joint of K2 on the park bench, and I started shaking. I started shaking out of nowhere, and I just I don't know what happened, man. I fell down on the ground, and I think I was having like some sort of fucking seizure, man. It was like nothing I ever felt before, and I blacked out, and I woke up, and I was standing over top of my body, and my senses felt so clear, like I've never felt before. I felt like I don't know how to describe it, I just felt like my senses were very clear, and I looked down at myself, and I was in this dark room. This is very scary. I was in this dark room, and I started hearing whispering, come over here. They're like coming all around me. David, come with me. And then all of a sudden, I saw a bright light. And I started walking towards it. Come on, David. I can't really, like I said, I fried my vocal cords a while back, so I can't really do a lot of voices. But it sounded like I couldn't even imitate this voice if I wanted to. It sounded so beautiful. Come on, David. Come with me. You've made it. You've made it home. You've made it home, David. Come with me. You've made it home, David. It sounded like my mom. Mom, is that you? Mom. Come with me, David. You've made it. You've made it home. Come into the light. And I ran into the freaking light. And it was so beautiful. It was like sunshine. There were birds chirping. I saw my old childhood home. I used to live in Bleecker Mountain when I was a teenager. I had some of my happiest experiences ever there. And I saw it up at the top of the hill. And my mom was standing there. I'm like, Mom, what? My mom died years ago. And I was just seeing her. She looked so beautiful. She was like shining like a bright light. She goes, David, you've made it home. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to leave you. I didn't mean to get in that car accident. I missed you every day. But you've made it now. You're home. What happened? You had a seizure at the park bench, David. You're dead. You had a seizure when you were in the park. And you were doing that K2 stuff. And you had a seizure and you died. But you're home now, David. Come to me. Give me a hug. I missed you, my mom said. I ran up to her and I gave her a hug. Mom, I missed you so much. And I just started like crying. I couldn't stop crying my eyes out. And then I looked into her eyes. And they looked reptilian. Her eyes looked reptilian. And I realized, you're not my mom. Yeah, you caught me, David. I'm not really your mom. You really thought you were going to heaven? You really thought you would ever see your mom again after all the horrible things you did? No, you're not in heaven. You're not in heaven at all, David. You're with me now. And I have a superpower, David. I have a very special superpower. I am Malak, the demon of abomination. But all of a sudden, the beautiful childhood home and all the beautiful scenery around me just started melting. And there are flames all around me. I have a very powerful superpower, David. It's going to be so much fun. You won't believe my superpower that I have over you, David. And then my mom just started morphing into this creature. She turned into this freakish fucking creature, man. And she had to be like 100 feet tall. She turned into this fucking giant that was 100 feet tall. It's not my mom. He looked down at me. I am Malak, the demon of abomination and bodily function. And I have superpowers over your bodily functions in hell for eternity, David. Yeah, you died and you shit yourself at the park. And now you're gonna shit your fucking guts out. You're gonna shit your fucking guts out every time I tell you to. And guess what? Your world's gonna be a pig pen. Oh my God. I looked around me. And I was in a freaking pig pen. I was in a fucking pig pen, man. And I looked down and my arms weren't really arms. My arms weren't really freaking arms. I was a pig. I was a fucking pig. And all these freaking, these freakish morph fucking creatures, like fucking people that I saw from the hills of eyes and Ron Term, man, came running out into the pig pen. And they go, what's wrong, piggy? You're gonna squeal like a pig, bitch. You took a wrong turn and you're in the woods with deliverance. You're gonna live your worst nightmare for eternity. I think you should bend over, bitch. Squeal like a pig. Wait. I just started like squealing. And they all started raping me and saying, squeal like a pig, bitch. Squeal like a pig. Wait. And I just couldn't help but do that. And then Malak, the giant, comes into the pig pen. He goes, I think you're a really nasty fucking pig. And maybe you should just take a shit. And I couldn't help but do it. I just started shitting. You're gonna shit yourself in your pig pen of sin for all of eternity, bitch. Squeal like a pig. You're gonna shit yourself for all of eternity in your pig pen of sin, bitch. Squeal like a pig. You're gonna shit yourself for all of eternity in your pig pen of sin, bitch. Squeal like a pig. Take a shit, bitch. Take a fucking shit. And I just freaking started shitting. I started shitting in these hillbillies, man. They started like ripping me to shreds. Squeal like a pig, bitch. Squeal like a pig, bitch. Squeal like a pig, bitch. And they were ripping me to shreds, and then all of a sudden, how the fuck can I be dead? How am I a pig? Squeal like a pig, bitch. Squeal like a pig, bitch. Squeal like a pig, bitch. Take a fucking shit, bitch. And then I woke up, and I was in the park again, and I was laying on the ground, and I smelled something. Well, I shit myself.